Okay, and coming up right now, we have Annette Marie Moore, and she is known as a fur baby intuitive. She's going to speak today on healing animals, how to learn how your emotions affect your pets. Basically, what are your animals not telling you is what we kind of discussed. And so Annette is a certified self-love and love coach, certified NLP hypnosis practitioner, and soon to be an emotional code practitioner as well. She's been a champion for women who suffer from domestic violence, trauma, and drama. And she sought out a new way to help people, and this is what she found. So this new modality not only helps women or anybody, it also helps animals, any animals. The other day she worked on a bunny, and she wants to work on horses too, if you know of anybody. She wants to help release trapped emotions so they can be happier, healthier, and have better relationships. And you can help communicate and understand, you know, if they're allergic to something, why they're not happy, why they cry, why they're sad. And so animals have feelings and emotions just like humans, and she's going to talk to us about it. And get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the stage, Annette.
Thank you, Sheri. I appreciate that. So we're going to talk about you, and we're going to talk about pets. So in case you don't have a pet, you can still learn something in this presentation, because we're going to be talking about emotions, emotional baggage, and how to release trapped emotions. So trapped emotions is just another word for emotional baggage. And so I'm going to be talking about your emotions, your pet's emotions, and then a little bit of what your pet's trying to tell you that you're not getting the message because they don't have a verbal voice. They communicate in behavioral challenges. They communicate sometimes negatively more than positive. And then I'll ask for a volunteer, a human volunteer, and I can show you how to release a trapped emotion during my presentation. So once I'm going through this, I kind of make it short and sweet in the beginning. And then if you want to release a trapped emotion, you can go general or you can go specific, and we'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. So who can get a trapped emotion? Pretty much anybody who's breathing on this planet can get a trapped emotion. So I mostly work with women. I also work with teenagers. I've released 8 trapped emotions from an infant baby who wasn't even 1 year old yet. I released trapped emotions from a few good men. Do you like that? A few good men. I've also released trapped emotions from dogs. I love dogs. I get easily distracted by fur babies. I released trapped emotions from a few kitties and 1 bunny. So my next focus is going to releasing trapped emotions from more bunnies, because somebody is anybody. So, and somebody loves you and you and you and you. So I am also excited to release trapped emotions from other domesticated animals and even some farm animals, like Sheri said, horses, cows, and pigs. So I haven't released any trapped emotions from horses, cows, or pigs. That's my focus around April when the weather warms up, because I want to go to farms and actually do this in person. 99% of my session work is done over the phone or via Zoom. So I can reach anybody anywhere around the world. So let's talk about emotional baggage. Even positive events in your life can create emotional baggage. A marriage, birth of a baby, getting a new house, even adopting a pet. And guess what? All of these challenges in life can create stress, can create an emotion that gets trapped. So does anybody know how an emotion gets trapped? I'm going to tell you real quick. So here's the simplistic form. You have a life event. You have emotions that come along with that, a life event. And you can't process that, so something gets trapped. And so I have a little card here, and it has a list of 60 negative trapped emotions. And so these are all the trapped emotions that can get trapped in a human and also in a pet. So I don't know if you knew that pets can have up to 60 negative trapped emotions. Okay, so we're going to practice on a human volunteer. I did several cats and dogs during the little breakout sessions, and that was a lot of fun. So a few types of emotions that can get trapped in a dog or a person or other animals. Sadness, I'm sure you're familiar with some of these, or you know someone who's experienced this before. Anger, hopelessness, let's see, heartache, failure or insecurity. So those are just a few of them. Now, guess what? The average person has about 300 trapped emotions if they've never done any type of energy work before. And so in the course of the last, I don't know, 9 to 10 months, I have been my best client because I've released 298 trapped emotions and still counting. I still have more to go because everybody has at least one. Yet, if you've never done any energy work in your whole entire life, you can have up to 300 trapped emotions, and they can be all the way to birth until present day. So let's see what else. If you have a trapped emotion, it can affect yourself, your family, your friends, your pets, your marriage. It can even affect your career or your financial status. It can affect your spirituality, your self-love, your self-esteem, and your self-confidence. Most importantly, trapped emotions can affect your health. So I don't know if you know this, trapped emotions are the #1 imbalance in your body. So if you have something going on health-wise and you can't figure it out, or maybe a health practitioner can't figure out what the heck is going on or why it's not going away, guess what? You could have a trapped emotion, 1 or 2 or more. So now moving on to pets real quick. Pets can feel the same type of trapped emotions that I've already discussed. Something that's really common in pets, they can feel abandoned. Because think about it, they get separated from their brothers and sisters, they get separated from their mother, and they go off in separate homes. Have you ever thought about that before? Have you ever adopted a pet before and wondered, why is my little cute little, Bambi, or I don't know, Philip or Bongo or whatever, why is he so challenged with behavioral problems? Why is he pooping or peeing on the floor? It could be because he has a trapped emotion trying to settle in where he's at now, or maybe he got a trapped emotion before you adopted him and he didn't know how to process that, so it got stuck. And the only way he can talk to you by these things, these behavioral challenges. And so this is where I come in. I figure out what's going on with him by muscle testing him and asking him some questions to figure out what's trapped and release it. And it only takes 1 minute to release one trapped emotion. And you only can release one trapped emotion at a time. Okay, so if your pet's feeling sad, standoffish, or any of these other challenges that I've said, you might want to talk to me and see, we can test for free if he has a trapped emotion or if she has a trapped emotion. Okay, or we can even test for free if you have a trapped emotion. Okay, so what is next? If you're thinking about adopting a pet, you might want to talk to me and I can test your pet to see if this new pet that you want to adopt has any trapped emotions. So it's okay if he does or she does, because like I said, we all have up to 300 trapped emotions. So my first client, my first dog client was my fiance's dog, and she had 2 severe challenges. #1 is, this one's very common in pets. She had a fear of lightning. And so I worked with her for a course of a few sessions, and we released her fear of thunderstorms. The other thing that she had is she had a fear of space shuttle launches. So I live on the East Coast, and the space shuttle launches are about 25 minutes away from where we live. And my fiance has lived in this area for about 20 years. So if you can imagine, she's had trapped emotions for probably almost the whole 20 years she's been here until last year. I did some heart-centered energy work on her, released a whole bunch of trapped emotions, and guess what? We had a space shuttle launch last week and she didn't have any reactions to it. It was like she was neutral. It didn't bother her anymore. So I have a cute story about a dog named Ben. He's 13 years old. He's a little Yorkie terrier. He was having problems pooping and peeing on the floor in the house, and his mommy didn't like it. And guess what? He had some trapped emotions. We tested him. He wasn't happy because he put her in a kennel when she was going out of town. And when she got back, he started pooping and peeing on the floor. So it wasn't like he was doing this for a really, really long time. It was a very short period of time because she found someone who knew me that said, hey, talk to Annette. So I spent one session with little Ben, the Yorkie Terrier. We released 8 trapped emotions. And guess what? No pooping or peeing on the floor. He's happy, his mom's happy. Okay, so let's see. A couple tips real quick about your pet, if you have a pet. Animals teach humans to be patient. They teach us to be kind. They teach us how to be loving, giving and receiving love. These are some things that pets teach us. So one day, my fiance and I were sitting in the living room and I said, let's just study your 2 dogs. So guess what we did? For 30 minutes, we just sat there and we watched his 2 dogs. We were studying normal behavior. We wanted to see what their baseline human behavior was. How do you know what that looks like if you never pay attention to it? So when something else like serious or weird comes up, how do you know what the baseline is until you pay attention to it? So we just started studying them. And it's interesting to see their day-to-day habits. And so we learned a lot about them. And the more we started doing this, the more they liked us watching them because it gave us an opportunity to interact. So we did this over the course of a few days just to see how they react just in a normal environment. And we learned a lot about my fiance's pets. So let's see. Here's a good tidbit regarding your pet. If your pet is like 13 years old or your pet's 5 years old, talk to your pet as if he or she was a child around that age. And you can't go wrong. You're always going to be right. A lot of people talk to pets like they're stupid or like they're a dog or a cat instead of treating them like a child. If you talk to them like a child, it's going to be like warmer and fuzzier, more loving, because I've done it before. When I treat a dog like a dog, a lot of times the energy can be off and it may not be loving or giving. So when you talk to your pet as if they were a child, it seems to appear that you're going to be nicer to that pet. If you don't believe me, just practice it and see the positive results that you get with your pet. Okay, let's see what else. If your pet is having a behavioral problem, it doesn't mean that he or she's a bad pet. It just means he's trying to communicate to you that something's not right. And that's where I come in. Remember, I said that I can test your pet for free and I can see if he has any trapped emotions. And then you can schedule some time with me and we can figure out what's underneath the fur and release it. It only takes 1 minute to release one trapped emotion. Okay, so at the end of my presentation, I'm going to give away a 1-hour session to someone, and I'm going to give away a 30-minute session for a fur baby. So it could be a dog, a cat, a horse, pig, cow. If you don't have an animal, you can gift it to somebody who has an animal. Okay, so one person will win both of those, and that's $175 value. I think I lowballed it and I probably added wrong. Really, it's $225. Okay. Who uses calculators anymore? Okay, so let's see what else. I am looking for a volunteer to see if you have any trapped emotions, because the best way to figure out if you love what I'm doing is to experience it or watch somebody else do it and go through the process. So I would love to have a volunteer. Does anybody have any pain in their body this evening that they want to let go of? I would love to have a volunteer who has a pain in their body, like their elbow, their eye, their nose. Sinus issues is a good one. Does anybody have any stress in their life right now? Has anybody recently moved, got a new job, went from working a job to working from home? Who has a stress, a challenge, or pain in their body so we can experience releasing some trapped emotions for you today? I want you to think about that. And I don't know that I can see everybody on here. Let's see here. Okay. Wow. There's more people on here than I saw because I expanded my screen. So hi, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm Annette Moore. Animal intuitive, fur baby intuitive, fur baby mama. And I also have a passion to help people to create more self-love for themselves. So before somebody raises their hand, think about it. If you want to go next and be live on stage with me to release some trapped emotions, I want to give you some stats, okay? So I just started doing this work, energy work last year. Now remember, I told you I was my biggest client and I released, what did I say, 298 trapped emotions. So all of my fur babies combined have released a total of 450 trapped emotions so far and counting. I need to get a calculator because I'm not sure that I added it right completely. I still had clients this whole week. I haven't even had time to add them to the number. So a total of 450 trapped emotions released by all my fur baby clients. So remember, I started doing this work with fur baby mamas first, and then I started doing it with pets. So here's the grand total so far, trapped emotions released from humans. Are you ready? 1,750 trapped emotions released. So guess what? We're helping make the planet a better and happier and healthier place by releasing these trapped emotions. Guess what? There's more. Of all the people, women, cats, and dogs that I worked on sessions today in this fair, I released 67 trapped emotions from all my clients from today. That was like an all-day fun fest for me. So when you add up all those numbers, it's 1,815 trapped emotions released last year, this year, and counting. This is why I love my job. Guess what? It's not talk therapy. I didn't even have to open my box of tissues today because we don't over talk things. You tell me it in just a few sentences, what the heck's going on with you that's stressing you out, making you challenged, causing you pain. And then we just get to work like Roy did. He's like, I ain't wasting no time. Let's just do this. So let's do this. Who wants to release some trapped emotions today? So if you don't want to reveal personal information, you can say, I want to volunteer and let's just do general. So no one hears your story, yet they get to see trapped emotions released. So you can be specific or you can go general. I had a few people go general. Do I have a volunteer? Lacey. Lacey, you have a cat named Lexi?
Yeah, I'm filming her right now. She goes up in the hallway over there all the time and just meows randomly and thinks something's up with her. She keeps doing it a lot.
So her challenge is she meows a lot?
Yes, a lot. She's right there. Her name's Lexi.
Okay. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. I'm going to open up in just a quick prayer for Lexi. I'm seeing messages also. Thank you for the highs and hellos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Let me write down Lacey's name here so I can keep track of it. And how old is your cat?
She was born in 2013. So whatever that is.
8. It says she's 7 or 8.
I think about 9. She's getting older.
Okay. I can always ask her that question. Okay.
She's listening. She's looking at you.
Okay. Okay. So this is a challenge for me. I'm wearing a whole bunch of hats right here. So I made little cue cards. So this is Lacey's cue to release a trapped emotion. So I'll hold this up. I'll say go. I'll hold this up because we all know cats can read. I'll hold up release, and then I'll hold up this sign that says great job to Lacey, because we know cats can read, right? That's a joke. Lacey can feel my energy. So weird question is Lexi, is that a girl?
Yeah, she's a girl.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so bear with me for just a few seconds here while I connect to Lexi's energy.
Come on, Lex.
Okay, so Lexi, are you 9 years old? Okay, Lexi says she's 9 years old. Okay. So I was told I need to look at the camera because I have all my props a little bit angled too far. So let me kind of get here. Okay, so Lexi, do you have a trapped emotion contributing to meowing a lot that we can release now? She says she does. So I have a chart. Remember, I said there are 60 trapped emotions that a dog, a cat, or a human can feel. So she's directing me on this chart where to go. So Lexi, is it in column A? So I'm going to go like this if the answer is yes. Is it an odd row? Is it an even row? Is it in row 2? Is it row 4? Is it emotion 5? Is it emotion 4? Okay, so the first trapped emotion Lexi is coming up with is hatred.
Really?
Okay, so hold the phone here. A lot of people will be like, ugh, when they hear something that kind of feels weird or uncomfortable. Hatred is just a fancy word for hurt love. So you can feel softened a little bit that it's just love that's been hurt. So let's see what age Lacey got this trapped emotion. Are you ready? And feel free, Lexi and Lacey is somewhat the same. So Lacey, feel free to comment if you want to interject something about your cat. And then right before I say the word go, turn around and watch and see what Lacey does. Sometimes they do something around that word go as to show a form of release. Okay, so Lexi, did you get this trapped emotion above the age of 5? Did you get this trapped emotion above the age of 7? Did you get this trapped emotion above the age of 8? Oh, well, the only other number is 9. Lexi, did you get this trapped emotion age 9? Okay, so she got hatred trapped at age 9, and it's usually accurate about a year or 2. Okay. Lexi, are you ready to release this trapped emotion of hatred at age 9? Okay, here's where the release comes. Lacey, are you ready? Lexi,
Yeah.
are you ready? Okay, go. Okay, she's licking herself, so that's a release because it involves a bodily fluid. So guess what? She released her first trapped emotion. So great job, Lexi. A lot of times you will see some sort of form of an immediate release. Other times it'll show up in the behavior like well after this recording. So do you want to see if she has any other trapped emotions, Lacey?
Yeah, sure. What if
Okay.
she's jealous of the kitten?
Ooh, that could be it. We can ask that question. So, Lacey,
Pixie.
did we release this last draft of motion? Yes. Lexi, oh, see, your names are so close. You're on my mind because you're on her mind. So if something accidentally comes out of my mouth, it's because she's giving me that direction. I'm not purposely calling her your name. So I'm just letting you know she feels very connected to you right now. So Lexi, did we release this last draft of motion? Yes. Okay, so Lexi, there's another cat in the house. She says yes. What's the other cat's name?
Pixie.
Pixie?
Yeah.
Okay, Lexi and Pixie. So,
Yeah. That's Pixie over there.
okay, hi Pixie. So Lexi, is there some jealousy regarding Pixie? There is. So that could be why she's meowing a lot. Do you want to switch gears here real quick and see if we can release some trapped emotions because she's jealous of the other cat? Do you want to focus on that, Lacey?
Oh, yeah, she stopped licking. So I guess so.
Okay. Do you see how one thing can lead to another?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see if this is the real reason why she's meowing too much. Lexi, do you have any trapped emotions contributing to jealousy that we can release now? Is it in column A? Is it an even row? Is it row 2? Is it emotion 4? Okay, so this first trapped emotion regarding jealousy is dun, 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 nervousness. Let's see what age she got this. What age is Pixie?
I got her in 2019, so she's like almost 3. So.
Okay, so this happens a lot when you have an existing pet and you adopt another one. It's very common for the first pet to be jealous of the second pet and feel abandonment, betrayed, nervous, confused, all these trapped emotions because there's another pet. Okay. So, okay, Amber says, my dog always looks sad. I love to have her connect. Her name is Sadie. Okay, so we'll do a session with Amber and her dog right after this. I got a lot of moving parts going on here. So let's see, nervousness. Lexi, what age did you get nervousness? Was it at age 9? Was that age 8? Age 8 nervousness. Lacey. Lexi got nervousness trapped at age 8. I'm releasing some for Lexi. I'll just say that. Stuff's coming up out of my throat. Okay, Lexi, do we need to know anything else about this trapped emotion? We do not. Lexi, are you ready to release nervousness age 8? Go. Release. Great job, Lexi. That's 2 trapped emotions she's released. We'll have time to do one more and then we'll move on to Amber. Okay, so Lexi, did we release this last trapped emotion? We did. Okay, I'd like to double check. Lexi, do you have a trapped emotion contributing to jealousy that we can release now? Is it in column A? Is it in column B? Is it an odd row? Is it an even row? Is that row 2? Is it row 4? Is it emotion 4, emotion 5, emotion 3? So this next trapped emotion regarding jealousy towards Pixie is dun, 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 indecisiveness.
That sounds about like her.
Okay, so Lexi, did you get this trapped emotion of indecisiveness above the age of 5, at age 5, at age 6? Age 6, indecisiveness. Okay.
Probably when I lost my other cat, because she had a cat before this. He passed away the day after I got Pixie. So.
Okay, so a lot of stuff going on in the household. Okay, Lexi, did you get this indecisiveness trapped as a result of the other cat? Ding, 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 ding. Do you see how all this stuff's connected? All these things that would challenge an adult, losing a cat, losing another pet, sibling rivalry is going on here. It can happen in animals as well. So Lexi, are you ready to release this trapped emotion? Do we need to know anything else? Okay, go. Release. How's she doing? What's she doing there?
She just closed her eyes. Like, she seems peaceful.
Oh, that's usually one of the things I hear from people and pets. Relaxed, peaceful, I'm ready for a nap. So great job, Lexi, great job. Let's test to make sure it's been released. Okay, a lot of stuff is coming up out of my throat here.
She's
Lexi.
purring.
Okay. She's purring. Lexi,
Yes.
did we release this? Yes. Okay,
She's
so
purring a lot.
this kind of, she's purring a lot. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, okay, somehow you moved from over here to over here.
She
on my
did.
screen. So she looks like she's a little bit more playful. So this is an example of how trapped emotions can be released very quickly. So you have a problem. I just kind of follow the paper trail here. Process of elimination, and I can release one trapped emotion in 1 minute or less. And so we started out with Lexi having a problem of meowing a lot. Now, look at her. She's happy and content and licking, and she was purring. And so we released one trapped emotion regarding meowing too much and two trapped emotions regarding jealousy of the other cat. And one of them was a result of the first cat passing away. So this is a little example of what I do. Lacey, any thoughts before we wrap up with Lexi?
Well, she keeps wanting to rub up against me, so I guess she's doing good.
So she's pretty good right now, right?
Yeah. I think I
Awesome.
always thought something was wrong with her whenever that other cat passed, because he was a boy cat and he was very dominant towards her.
Right.
Now she probably felt lost because she was that top cat now. So and having to deal with a kitten.
So we'll love to follow up and see if she has any more trapped emotions regarding meowing a lot or this jealousy thing. So feel free to connect with me on Facebook. My name's Annette Marie Moore. You can find me on my website, happier with a big case U community.com. So thank you so much, Lacey and Lexi. It was fun.
Thank you. I
You're
think she's
welcome.
doing better. She's bathing her foot now.
It's better. Make sure she drinks a little bit extra. When you release trapped emotions, you kind of get thirsty, which means she's going to be peeing more in her litter box. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So speaking of water, we want to bring the next person to the stage, and I lost the name. It's scrolled. Amber, is Amber still here?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, okay. You moved too. So someone moved somewhere else, and your dog is Sadie.
Yeah, I have a picture here if it's easier than seeing
Okay.
her, but she's over on the floor.
Isn't that funny? The name is the same emotion, Sad Sadie.
I know.
That's crazy. We got to turn that around, right?
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Wait a minute. You moved again. Oh, you're up here. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to drink some more and disconnect from Lexi so that I can give Sadie the attention she deserves. So give me just a few seconds. If I don't disconnect, then it won't work for Sadie. Okay, let me say a quick blessing over Sadie, and then I want to ask Amber a few questions about Sadie. That's a great picture. I've got her in my head right now. You don't have to hold it for the whole session.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still releasing from Lexi. Let me drink some more water. Okay. How old is Sadie?
Sadie's 5.
5? Okay. And so Sadie's sad, okay? So it really doesn't matter why she's sad, because I don't do talk therapy because it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of tissues. So we're just going to focus on one word, sad. Sadie, age 5. Amber, feel free to comment as we're going along.
Okay.
And Sadie, do you have a trapped emotion contributing to being sad that we can release now? Remember, this means yes. And if I don't hold up my hand, that means no. I don't like to tell pets no, so I just don't say it. I focus on the positive. This positive reinforcement carries so much more weight than saying the word no. So I don't ever say that word. Sadie, is it in column A? It's in column B. Is it in an odd row? Is it an even row? Is it in row 2? Is it in row 4? Is it emotion 4? Is it emotion 5? So this first trapped emotion for Sadie is dun, 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 taken for granted. So let's see what age this got trapped. Sadie, did this emotion get trapped at age 5? At age 4? Age 4. Do we need to know anything else? So it's always good when the pet or person says, we don't need to know anything else. So do you see how simplistic this is? We don't need to know anything else. I'm not psychic, so I only have the information that the pet or the human subconscious mind tells me. Everything else is irrelevant. We just need to isolate what's the trapped emotion. Is there anything else? Release it and then test to see if it's released all within a minute. Taking a little bit longer here, trying to give a little bit of feedback and commentary to help you understand just how easy this can be. So Sadie, are you ready to release taken for granted age 4? All right, ready for it? Go. Amber, watch and see if she does anything. Okay, she's releasing. So once it's released, 10% of the transformation happens during the session. The other 90% happens after we go offline. Sadie, did we release this trapped emotion? She says yes. So great job, Sadie. That's your first trapped emotion released during this live. Congratulations. Sadie, do you have another trapped emotion that we can release? She says yes. Contributing to sadness. Is it in column A? Is it an odd row? Is it an even row? Is it in row 2? Is it row 4? Is it emotion 4? Is it emotion 5? Okay, let's see what this next one is. The next one is resentment. So I wish I could tell you that there's positive trapped emotions on the sheet, but there isn't, because positive emotions don't get trapped. We love them, we embrace them. Only the negative ones get trapped. So there's like 34,000 trapped emotions. And with this specific modality, we've narrowed it down to 6. So I didn't create it. I'm just one of the practitioners that get to help people and their pets to release these trapped emotions. And it was created by a chiropractor. So he studies the human body and knows all where these trapped emotions get trapped. And I'm learning that myself. So let's see what age resentment got trapped in Sadie. Okay, Sadie, did this resentment get trapped at age 5, at age 4? Age 4. Do we need to know anything else? We do not. Okay, Sadie, wherever you are, you're somewhere. I don't see you, but I can feel you. Are you ready to release resentment age 4? Okay, go. And she's already told me she started the release process because I felt my energy move towards her on this live. So she's releasing already. And I love to use cue cards because remember, we treat our pets like they're kids. And so this is very reaffirming Even if they can't read it, they feel my energy when I do this. Okay, so great job, Sadie. And I go like this because I'm releasing energy for her. And if she was a human, I would have someone breathe out like they're blowing out a candle. They do breath work with me. The pet doesn't do either. And a lot of times I may direct the person that I'm working with to set an intention, and I would share with them the intention that goes along with breathing, blowing out, and then I'm the only one that does this. Okay, so we'll see. I'm not sure how much time I have. Do I have time to do one more trapped emotion with Sadie? It only
Yep,
takes a minute.
yep.
Okay.
Remember, you're covering for someone who couldn't make it today. Yeah.
Okay, so do I have about 13 more minutes?
Yeah, until the next speaker. Next one is Raphael at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so we're going to release one more trapped emotion with Sadie. So if a human wants to step up to the stage and work with me, if you have a pain, a problem, a challenge, or stress in your life, I would love to show everybody how it works with a human so you can kind of see a little bit nuancy differences. So think about it. If you want to come to the stage, put a little message in the chat. We're going to do one more with Sadie, and then I would love to practice with another human and release some trapped emotions with someone who wants to volunteer. So I'd love to see that happen here. So Sadie, do you have another trapped emotion contributing to being sad that we can release now? Is it in column A? Are you sure? Is it an even row? Is it an odd row? Is it row 1? Is it row 3? So these are coming strong now. So she's like, oh, I got one more. I gotta get this out. Is this emotion 5? Is it emotion 4? Emotion 4. So this next trapped emotion is called sadness. Wow, so this is just confirming that she wants to release a trapped emotion of sadness. Let's see what age this occurred. It's not uncommon for something like this to happen. Do you have any trapped emotions around sadness? And sadness came up. So this is confirmation she really wants to release this. In addition to other emotions that are tied to this word sadness. Sadie, did you get this trapped emotion of sadness at age 5? Age 5, so this is very recent. So there must have been something that happened within the last year or two to create this sadness. Okay, so we've had 3 trapped emotions for Sadie. We released 2, both at age 4, which was like last year. And then sadness, we're going to release that, and it's age 5. That's her current year. So Sadie, do we need to know anything else? We do not. Are you ready to release this trapped emotion? She says yes. Okay, Sadie, go. And release. Okay, Sadie, did we release this trapped emotion? She says
She's
yes.
doing a big stretch.
Yay, she's releasing. Great job, Sadie, and great job, Amber. This was great. How did that make you feel? Just knowing that some of this stuff got released today?
Really good, because I've never looked into pet help for her, but I just
Okay.
look at her all the time and like I can feel it. Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like to reach out to me, connect with me on Facebook, Annette Marie Moore, or my website, happierwithABigU community.com. And my show special is good the whole month of March. Yes, whole month of March, 20 minutes for $20. So be happy to extend that to you. And Sadie, to see what else we can do to shake some more of this sadness, because no one wants their pet to be sad.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you. I'm going to drink some water, disconnect from Sadie. If someone wants to raise their hand, let me know. Okay, I see Nicole.
I know,
Oh.
I know it.
Okay. Nicole, are you raising your hand for a human? Because I would love to do a session on a human now, so you can kind of see the contrast.
She's so ready. She's so
Nicole, come on down.
ready. She's always the first. Come on down.
You are the winner.
She loves this stuff. You kidding?
And I haven't given away the prize yet, so stay tuned. Okay. Let me disconnect from Sadie. Okay.
My first question is, do I get the cue cards like the animals?
Absolutely. If I knew you were coming, I would have made more cute cards. Okay, so I'm getting goosebumps because I'm still releasing from Sadie, and this arm, I just got this huge shocking pain. So I'm still releasing for her. So give me just like 10 more seconds. Amber, does Sadie have any challenges with a foot, a paw?
Not that I know.
I'm just letting you know I got this weird sensation here. So it could just be releasing. I don't know if she has any paw or leg pain, but that was weird, like electricity running through my arm. Okay. It may be just releasing. Sometimes when I get a pain, like I got a knee pain one time, and then I got a hip pain one time, and I asked the person I was working with, and they both confirmed that they had current hip pain, and then the other lady confirmed she had current knee pain. So I always ask when I get a weird sensation that I don't have a challenge with that. It's the other person that I'm working with. So that's why I just asked. So let me focus on Nicole. Thanks, Amber. I appreciate that. Bear with me for a few seconds here.
My cat wants to say hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, Nicole's cat. What's Nicole's cat's name?
Her name's Maya.
Maya. I love it.
She likes to bite for a naughty
Oh,
cat.
she likes to bite.
Even when
That's
I'm
so-
petting her.
That
Even
is
when
so
I'm
not like a cat to bite.
Yeah. I don't know what her problem is.
Okay, let me say a quick blessing over Nicole, and I'll throw in a blessing for your cat, and I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just mentally saying a blessing here. Okay, Nicole, where'd you go? Oh, there she is. Can we bring Nicole up to the top so I can see her, please? And then Nicole, how old are you?
52. I wish I was 42. 52.
I wish I was 42 too. Okay, Nicole, what would you like to focus on? We have time to focus on one specific thing. So I need you to tell me in like one sentence what you want to focus on. I misplaced Nicole. She moved. Oh, can someone pin Nicole to the top?
You're both on the screen at the same time right now.
Huh, okay. Nicole, what one thing
I'm
would you like to focus
I'm
on?
working through recovering from a knee replacement, a second one on the same knee. And
Okay.
I'm heading forward. And I took a fall a week and a half ago onto
So
the
one sentence. I don't need to know everything.
So
What
I'm just the fear of moving forward in my healing.
Okay, so it seems like we would focus on the knee because the knee is connected to the leg, and the leg helps you move forward in life.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to your energy, your subconscious mind. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Nicole, should we focus on your knee? Okay, that means yes. Okay. Which knee is it?
The right knee.
Right knee. Okay, thank you. And do you have pain in it right now?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your pain? 10 being the highest. That information might be important, right?
Like a 6 or a 7.
Okay, 6 or 7. Okay. So when I say Nicole, I'm talking to your subconscious mind. And so one way that everybody knows this is working is if Nicole's pain level goes down. So you all just like wish Nicole well, that her pain level shrinks and shrinks and shrinks during the session, because you can't really see a lot of transformation with a dog or a cat. So this is why Nicole's here coming to the stage. Okay, Nicole, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Nicole, do you have a trapped emotion contributing to need challenges that we can release now? Is it in column A? Is it in column B? Is it an odd row? Is it an even row? Is it in row 2? Okay, are you sure? Okay, row 2. Is it emotion 1? Is it emotion 2? Okay, so Nicole, your first trapped emotion is helplessness. Let's see what age this occurred. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get this trapped emotion above the age of 25? Above the age of 40? Above the age of 50? So somewhere between 40 and 50. Above the age of 45? Okay, age, let's see, age 52, age 51, age 49. Age 49 helplessness. Does this make sense, Nicole?
I thought it would be much younger, but yeah, I still
So
hope.
your subconscious mind directs us to release trapped emotions when it's ready. So you could have another helplessness at a different age. Right now, this is the one we're focusing on, because we only can focus on releasing one trapped emotion at a time. And
Okay.
we're focusing on trapped emotions only in the knee area at this time.
Right.
Contributing to knee challenges. So we're very specific so we can release exactly what your subconscious mind wants to release.
Right.
So do we need to know anything else? We don't. So this isn't talk therapy and this isn't tissue therapy. This is heart-centered energy therapy. So we don't need to have a lot of information. So we don't need to know anything else. Nicole, are you ready to release this?
Yes.
Cue the cue cards. You're going to breathe out 3 times like you're blowing out a candle. Okay?
Yeah.
Go. Okay, I am like moving forward already. Nicole, your release is starting right now. A great job on releasing your first trapped emotion. Congratulations. Did we release this trapped emotion? Okay. Can we release an emotion contributing to knee pain? Yes. Now. Is it in column B? Is it in column A? Is it an even row? Is it an odd row? Is it row 3? Is it row 1? Is it emotion 2? Is it emotion 5? Is it emotion 3? Okay, so this next trapped emotion is forlorn. Do you know what the word forlorn means?
Like wanting.
So your subconscious mind is directing me to read the definition. So I have a handy chart of definitions, and they come in handy when someone wants to know more information. Forlorn, feeling miserable and forsaken, sad or lonely by reason of abandonment, desolation, or emptiness, a lonely sort of hopelessness. So it doesn't mean your subconscious mind says you're all those things. It knows exactly from which one of those definitions it is. Okay, so I need to wrap it up. So this is the last trapped emotion that we're going to release. And then I'm going to do the door prize. Okay, so, okay, Nicole is moving around. Did you get this trapped emotion of forlorn in your 50s, at age 52, age 51? So, oops, I lost me, so I'm not sure where I went. So Nicole, you got this trapped emotion? Somebody talking?
Yes.
Okay. Nicole, you got this trapped emotion at age 51. Okay. Nicole's moving around and I just need to connect to her so I can see her. Okay, Nicole, you got this trapped emotion forlorn at age 51. Do we need to know anything else? We do not. Nicole, are you ready to release forlorn, age 51?
Yes.
Okay, blow out the candle 3 times. Go. And release. So because we're releasing trapped emotions, Nicole, you may be a little thirsty today or over the next few days. Make sure you hydrate. So congratulations, you released another trapped emotion. And if you like to know more, please reach out to me, Annette Marie Moore on Facebook or Happier You. Oh, Sheri has blessed me with putting all my contact information in the chat. Thank you. My phone number is there. Be happy to help you release some more trapped emotions regarding the knee. So one last question, Nicole. What is your pain in your knee right now? I know we only released 2. If we had time to release more, you'd see more of a release.
I would say like a 4 or a 5.
Okay, so it went down just releasing 2 trapped emotions.
Yeah.
So see how powerful the subconscious mind is ready. When the mind is ready, the body can heal itself. This is another reason why I love doing this. It's fast. And you don't have to tell me your whole life story. You just tell me one sentence and I can work with it. Because I'm not a psychic. I just need to know just a little bit of information. I don't need to know a lot. So Sheri's back on the main stage. I'm going to disconnect from Nicole, and everyone can put a number in the chat, put 1 to 100. Oh, don't put the number in yet. I haven't picked it yet. So Amber.
No, don't look at the screen. They need to they need to put it, you don't look at the screen right now. Just write it down, Annette. Don't look.
I'm going to write it down. Hold on.
Write it down. You guys put it in the screen. Don't look up yet, Annette.
Okay.
Just fold it when you're done, and everybody put your number in the chat.
Okay.
From 0 to
I got my
100.
number. And I got to disconnect from Nicole while y'all doing that.
You can also follow her to her room for Q&A. She's going to be number 26. And coming up next is Raphael Weissman. He's going to talk about Is Your Cell Phone Killing You? And we have Lynn, the voice singer, doing some voice work and chanting and mantras and breath work in room number 1. And there's also psychic readers and healers in number 2 waiting to serve you. Okay, I'm going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second. Amber, pick a new number. Okay, great. She got in on it.
Let me do it. Let me do a countdown, and you guys have one last chance to put a number in the chat. It's an hour with you and 30 minutes with your pets. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, this is where the action is. This is when you want to be here. HealersNetworkVirtualFair.com. HealersNetworkVirtualFair.com. You'll find the link to register. You'll see the schedule and the bios. And we still got a couple more hours, so come on over. Okay, ready? Ready to hold it up? Go ahead. What is the number? Move it closer. Back it up. 64. Amber Michael.
Yay, Amber. Great job, Amber. You won.
That's the Sadie, right? Amber and Sadie.
Amber and Sadie.
Okay, so we're not done with Sadie yet. We'll make sure that Sadie does not honor the loyalty of the name, right?
Sadie.
Okay. Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much.
Thank
Follow
you.
Annette out to her room. Thank you for joining us on stage.